Oh man, welcome back to the I Can't Sleep podcast.
I can't sleep. I can't sleep.
Got our guest,
We got our main man,
this man.
Gavin, 100 grand.
What's up, yo?
He's a singer.
Yes, sir. You know, I
More than
got
overall artist out here.
Singer. He said I got the whole too.
the tunes.
He said I got the tunes.
Nah, what's up, man? We got my man Gavin, 100 grand. That's the broski.
Appreciate y'all for having me, bro.
For sure. So you wanna listen? You just dropped some shit. You wanna talk about it?
Yeah, I ain't dropped it yet, but I definitely been teasing some stuff.
I thought your Instagram said you dropped some shit.
Right.
Just drop it. So I have a whole plan set out. That song that I've been promoting, that I've been putting out right now, I'm gonna probably drop that August 12th. August 12th is probably when I'm gonna drop that song. Kind of promote it a little bit more. And then around September, like the end of September, I have another song that I just finished like yesterday. Another banger. Just
Working hard.
I'm
Working
man.
hard.
So you telling me you about to go on tours? That's what you're saying.
Man, that's the goal, man.
That's the
That's
goal?
the goal. That's the whole
Nah,
goal.
that's what's up.
We got some stuff brewing. You know, we ain't gonna talk too much about it, but we got some stuff brewing. Just know that for sure.
Yeah.
But in September, hopefully, we got another song coming, and then December, you know, those things that are brewing, they hopefully come into effect, and I can drop my first like album.
Hey man, that's all I gotta say.
You know what I'm saying?
You on the grind, you gotta do your thing. You know, everybody got goals,
Sir,
everybody got a dream,
listen, I'm grinding so hard.
right?
I got Christmas songs right now. Dog.
Oh
You know what I'm saying, dog?
Talk your
Christmas
shit,
songs.
boy.
It's
Talk your shit.
I'm really working though. I'm really working. It's music is a real passion for me.
Nah, for sure.
It's like
That's what's up.
I've been off and on about it. Like there was a while ago, I was like, I don't even want to be famous with this shit, dog. Like I just want to.
Damn.
Music was such a passion for me that like I didn't notice like the impact I can make with my music. So I just kind of just ripped music and just kind of just like kept to myself. Didn't do much. I would search my shit, be like, yeah, nah, I don't want to do nothing with it.
Yeah, I seen your little song on TikTok. I was
Yeah,
like,
you know
yo,
what
that
I'm
joint, that shit tough. And you made a little dance to it. I
Low
was
key,
like,
dog.
yeah, that's
Low
tough.
key.
What was
I'm
the one?
definitely doing my
That's
thing.
tough.
What was the one joint you sent? I remember I was out in Vegas at the time. It was what, 2 years? It was like 2 years ago. I forget what that song was called, but I don't even know how to describe it either. Fuck. I know that's not even specific because you make a lot of music. Damn,
Was
that's
it a rap
wrong.
joint? Was it a rap joint?
Yeah, but it was like I remember,
Answer.
yeah.
Talking about my plug and shit. Talk about a plug, not my plug.
I don't even remember. Oh, yeah, I was gonna say, I don't even remember. I think it was a rap joint. I wish I had. I just remember I was out in Vegas stuff.
When you see me, call me fancy. I do not sell no G's. No, all I know is flipping P's, getting money on your knees. All we know is smoking trees.
Yeah, that joint banger. I remember we went to your first, not
Yeah,
your first one, but we went to
about that joint.
we went to your concert downstairs.
That was my first. That was my first
joint.
ever performance.
Yeah, no.
Talk about that
was
joint.
tough.
Yeah, man. I didn't
Talk
get
about
that.
that.
Yeah, what happened?
So my performance.
Yeah.
So like.
I ain't go to that.
So that
Right.
my performance joint. So I've been going to this.
Oh, you get serious
Come on,
now.
man, that's you. Where was you, Simon?
Right.
Nah,
I didn't get
I'm
the
joking.
invite.
Oh, you didn't get the invite.
No, they right. What type? Yeah, what type friend?
Nah, but
Oh, yeah, we ain't gonna talk about that. That's another time.
so I've been working with this producer Zach for a while.
Right.
Really, he's a good dude, and he does do some good work. So I've been going to him for a little bit. Hustle House Studios. So he's starting his own little studio thing in his house. I was the first one that I worked with. That he worked with me. I was the first one in there recording. So he's seen like the potential in me and stuff. So he's been helping me out and stuff. So I've been going to him and recording some stuff, and he's really been looking out for me. And he hooked me up with the house party that they had. They said that they were having a little performance. They had some artists lined up, and they were gonna do a performance, and they would love to have me. So
you sent it out to the broski to pull up, and he was no show. No show.
it's good.
We
They have
pulled up.
they have another one at the end of July, hopefully.
Right.
So
Hopefully, if you won't pull up this time.
I'm for sure. You gotta pull up to the next one for sure.
Look. He said I got nothing to talk about with that one.
I just think that.
Oh yeah.
He's gonna come to.
I heard about it afterwards. I heard now on some road rap though. I heard that you were the best one.
Yeah.
Now I ain't gonna say I'm the best one. You know?
Hey, that's my man.
This man, I was gonna say, this man said that you were the best one on
The best
there.
one.
I definitely did have a lot of fun though. It was like if
I saw the video from it though. That shit was.
I had a lot of energy, and I got it. I was the last performance, so
How many
got
people
to
was in
sit
there?
There was a few. There was a good few, 5 or 6.
Yeah, at
before
least,
me.
yeah, 6, at least 6 to 8. But it was a good time. Like, it was a nice little vibe.
Yeah.
How many people was in the party? Like,
About 20.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't huge, but it was like a nice vibe. Like, the whole vibe was nice. You had some people showing off their music a little bit, and then like they're from like near Twin Valley.
Oh shit.
So it's like it was like some upcoming artists, younger guys, like in their like 18, 19, 20s and stuff like that.
Right.
So it was like the younger guys coming up and them beginning music. It was a lot of their guys' first time performances too. So it was just a nice vibe. Everyone's just
Like different
They're
music,
supporting.
different
Everyone was
songs
just
there.
to
Like, it was
support,
different.
for
That
sure.
joint was tough. Though. It was.
definitely a
You
vibe.
know, when Gavin had to come up there and jump,
Nah, I definitely turned
shut the party down.
I
We had to
definitely
turn
turned
that
up,
joint.
I definitely underestimated it though. I underestimated performing a lot
For real?
because I didn't know I didn't know I was gonna be that hype. Like I knew I was gonna be hyped and moving and stuff like that, but I was moving. I'm like,
We had the flashlight on him like he was in a concert. For real. Like,
I'm losing my breath and stuff. I'm crackling and shit. I'm like, thank God this music's blasting because
Yo.
they can't hear my actual voice right now. But
Damn, so that was like an official type John then.
I guess so.
Yeah,
For real. Yeah. And
I mean, he performed with some people he didn't know who they were.
They
No?
were
That's
all
tough.
setting up, and they're all still showing love for me today. You know what I'm saying? So it's like all like the love too, and I don't like get crazy like this and that, like all like everything, like all the handouts everyone else does.
Right.
But even like a thought, just like yo, Gavin makes music and it's pretty good. That to me, music world.
Listen,
you know what I'm saying?
Hey,
like I've seen like when you started making music and stuff like that, like when you're like not at the very beginning, but like, you know, when you start
Pretty
like, when you
much,
start really?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah. That's like
Yeah.
literally the end of my coming out as my senior year, like the end of it was when I started making music. Stuff that's going on in my life is what drives me. So it's like
what you mean stuff going on in your life? You mean like stuff you battling with, or
for sure.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you like what is some like what are like most of your songs basically about?
Man.
Like where is it coming from?
Yeah, this is big for me. So a lot of my music is like undercover. Like it sounds good, you know, my vocals sound good,
Right.
whatnot. It can be a vibe, but if my favorite part of my music is sitting down with someone, talk to them about it, and then show them, so they actually get it and understand all the words. Because all my songs does have a story of what I'm going through in whatever moment that I made that song. And a lot of it is sad, and I was talking to someone the other day. They were like, "You only make sad music. I need a bop right now. Give me a bop." I'm like, okay, a bop. Okay, bop. But passion. Where I got my passion from. I'll tell you. But when at the end of my senior year, I was chilling. I knew I could sing. I was trying to do my like song thing, but I was just trying to like sing cover songs. I was just trying to sing along with songs and like trying to get my voice right. Making my own song was never a thought for me. I never even thought I had the capacity for it.
so you was actually in your room writing stuff down?
No,
Or you
never.
were just
No,
coming
right.
to thought and just
So at first it was just me singing cover songs, like
Right.
just like turn on like Hey There Delilah and sing along with it and just see how my sound and see how my voice sounds. Just the most singy song that I could find. I just like and would try to find the right pitch. Justin Bieber was was a good tone for me.
Shout out.
It's my guy though. Look,
Shout out.
Just JB, make a song one day. Don't be a hater, son.
Don't be a hater.
Don't be a hater.
Don't be a hater. Don't be a hater.
But
not the Justin Bieber.
so I heard
Not-
do you know the 10 Toes Down challenge?
Oh yeah.
So I
10
heard
toes down, John.
Yeah, I heard about that John today.
it's
Oh yeah.
it's just a beat and you can just do like a really sad you can do like a really just sad song to it. And I was listening to someone, I was just on YouTube listening to people's different songs, and it was just really deep. And then I heard people talk about their dad, and I was like, oh shit. And then I got in my bag about my dad, and I just sat 2 hours, like from like 1 o'clock in the morning till 4 o'clock in the morning, just wrote a whole, no hook, nothing, just straight through song about my dad, banger job. And then like I was like, wow, this is like really good.
Right.
I did it for like a few people. I would like we'd be in the car one day or something. I'd be like, yeah, I made a song. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I would show them, and they would. And I remember I remember it was like basically that. I was in a car with some people, and they were taking me home, and I was in the front seat, and I had aux, and I was like, "Y'all want to hear a song?"
Let me put this song on real quick.
Yeah, so put
Like,
me.
what
So
are you doing? Hold on. Let me finish this song real quick.
Someone recorded me from the back seat, and it was just like a vibe. Like the video was a vibe, and the feelings was a vibe.
Right.
Just like it felt real, and just performing my song for people, and just getting like a just real reaction, and just like connecting with people with something that I knew that I wanted to do. So it was like my dad, where my passion came from. I guess.
No, that's so
Damn.
tough, bro.
So your own
Listen.
validated your passion.
I guess.
First off,
Right?
hold on.
That's tough.
You already know I gotta get you on the Legend of the Making, John, right?
Right.
So like, we gotta get the. First of all, I gotta tell you, we gotta get this whole entire injury win. So that's number one. But my question is, yo, so like, how do you be like you write stuff down? How do you like actually like rap the whole entire joint? Like, how do you like?
Yeah, so I'm so precise, and like I overthink everything I do. So when I make a song, I'll find a beat I like, and the hardest part for me is getting the first line down.
Okay.
once I get the first,
trying to make that. So
Yeah.
actually trying to make the song.
yeah,
Gotta start that joint off.
Yeah.
once I start it off and get the ball rolling, I'm
Alright.
good a little bit. I can like
I feel
go,
you.
but literally just getting it started, that for me that sets the whole vibe. It's like the first thing you hear,
Right.
like first few seconds is what you're hearing. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So it's like, blah, blah, blah. If I sound shitty the first few seconds, you're gonna be turned off for the whole song, no matter what
That's
I
because
do.
niggas' attention spans
Yeah.
are garbage, bro. Like,
Exactly.
I mean, it be like that though. It do be
the
like
first couple notes really like, oh, I'm not gonna look like listen to this joint.
Yeah.
I give that joint at least a couple minutes.
No,
I'm-
I do.
Some
I'll give it
people
at least
do.
a
There's
chance.
some, if you actually enjoy music and want and,
Yeah.
and like it, you would do that.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
in order
Like
to,
that.
but I'm insecure too, so I'm like, I know I gotta make it perfect.
Right.
So I find myself doing one line, and then I'll find the second line, and then keep replaying the beat, and just keep doing those two lines over and over again. Then find my next line, and then I find myself doing it so many times that I just remember it as I go, and then by the time I'm like done the song, I've done it so many times that I kind of got like my pitches, my flows good and whatnot. And by the time I get my pitches and flows good, that's when I'll be like, oh, y'all want to hear my song that I did? Start doing it for other people, get my confidence up, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah,
And then that's when I'll be like, all right, let's go to the studio, let's do this shit.
Right.
How long does it take to get to that point where you feel comfortable enough to like get in front of other people, perform
Right.
in front of other people?
Man, I'm
Love
ready.
that too.
I'm ready to show people my first. If I had two lines, I'm ready to show someone. I love showing people because I love that just genuine reaction from people. And that it's kind of it's
Especially they was like, what? He can sing too.
exactly. That's my favorite. That's my
Where's
favorite.
he from?
That's my
Where's he
favorite.
from?
You know what I'm
He's
saying?
not from around here.
But no, just being able to connect with people and being able to just tell people just about me and my life, and just because I just have a lot to say. So I love when people listen. I love hearing like the response I get, like just being able to relate to people,
Right.
and then hearing their stories. And hell, if they're a rapper, if they're a singer too, that's 10 times better. We can
Right,
talk
no,
about
that's tough.
whatever, and maybe have a possible collab later on. So just connections with people is what I really like about my music.
So I remember growing up with you, man. We was not into like doing that, like you trying to make music.
No one would ever
You was,
know.
yeah, you was, but it was
I
never,
wouldn't even know.
they would
Right.
never know who Gavin was. They
Facts.
were like, Gavin a singer now. I'm like, yeah, my
Facts.
boy real good at it too. Like he
Facts.
doing his thing.
I was really insecure, and I didn't have my voice and stuff like that in middle school and high school. So it was like I didn't want to tell people, and they would be like, "Oh, let me hear you sing," and then my voice would be all like, "Yeah," and then they'd be like, "Nah, you don't do good." But if I had that confidence, if I did have that confidence, then I'm sure today would be a totally
Right,
different
definitely,
story.
Yeah, but that's why you got to make. I mean, you can still have that same.
And that's why we're here right now.
I was gonna say you can have that whole entire conversation. What?
I learned a
three
lot
years
though.
ago.
I'm kind of
Right,
glad I got
exactly.
to learn those things now, because now I got to learn everything I use, and I'm still young. It's like I'm still beginning.
Yeah, it's not like you're like 45.
Exactly. So it's like
No,
still a long way to go. It's just
He
beginning.
said 45. I heard making music. Hey, I know some old heads that's trying to make music at 40 and the 50s.
Shout out to them. Shout out to all the 40-year-olds. Nah, real rap though. Real rap. That wasn't this. That was
It's funny because I told myself, I was like, I just got to this point, and I was like, you know what? I got comfortable with myself with making music. I was like, just make music forever as long as you need to. If you love to do it, you just do it.
Right.
And then as soon as I got to that comfortability level where I'm like, so what if I'm 45 making music? Boom, an opportunity came. I was like,
that's tough though.
Of course,
That is
right.
tough. But you'd be surprised how many people don't have that mindset though. There's a lot of people.
You need it. It is such. I feel like it's such a necessity
For sure.
because once you're caught up in like, I want the money, I want this and that, you're so blinded by reality. That's my scariest thing, and that's why I'm so
right. That's what I say. That's scary.
I'm never gonna lose myself though. I'm gonna find ways to remind myself where I come from, so I don't lose this person. The person that I am today, the kindness, the humbleness that I have, and all this stuff that I have today, I do not want to lose, and I want to keep growing on it, and I don't want to lose it in money or fame. But at the same time, I want money and fame to influence other people, so I just want to do it in the right way and just help people around me grow.
Deep,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that's deep. Nah, for
real rap. That's tough. That's tough.
That's all it's about. Society needs to be better somehow.
Talk about society.
And
America is sure.
Besides
different.
music, I'm a teacher and I work with kids and stuff like that. It's like, and so any way I can try to help build people. That's why my music is so deep, so people can relate, understand that times get hard, but there's like a weird twist of positivity in my songs too. It's like it's gonna be okay and stuff like that. It's like there's hope. It's gonna be sad. You can't help that. It's gonna be hard times. You can't do anything about it. So it's just trying to find a way to make everything better and just try to make everyone around you better.
Facts, got pushed through it, man.
Facts.
Definitely got pushed through it.
That's tough, my guy. That's tough.
It took you this long. Like, not so this long, but like you still progressing. But like it took you a long time for you to get to where you had to be confident, where you had to make your music. I'm in the studio. I gotta go.
That's
like,
insane.
I ain't worried about nothing else to do. I gotta go to the studio.
It's insane to feel too. Like I never thought I was gonna be at that point. Like to be at the point where like I'm like, no, music is what I want to do, and like I have such an opportunity to do music. It's like I'm just so thankful. It's
tough.
I can't even put it in words. Like it's really crazy.
What you about to say?
No, I was gonna say who's like some like top 5 like favorite artists right now, or top 5 influences actually.
My biggest right now biggest influence number 1 right now is this guy Anise. By far my favorite dude right now. I found him on TikTok a while ago. And
Explain to what Anise is to these people.
Man, Anise, he makes some just Mac Miller vibes.
Okay.
And that's another big one of my. That's probably number 2 for me, Mac Miller. But he has such positive vibes in his music, and he's such a positive person. And he's another person that's not even about the music; it's about the genuine connections that they have. I'm over here DMing him and like, "Yo, bro, you're so blah blah blah." Like, if you go to my DM, there's like 4 messages that he hasn't responded to. But he's such a genuine. It's like the genuine good vibes in music that I like. And it's not about the fame, it's not about the money, but if that comes, it comes, but I'm going to do something good with it. And that's what he has. He's such a genuine heart for music, and just he loves music and the people that support him, and he makes fantastic music. His voice is amazing.
Where's he from?
Yeah, man, I couldn't tell you. Damn.
Okay,
I'm probably, he has a show in Philly that I want to go see. I want to go.
Oh, yeah,
I'm probably going to do the meet and greet, $50.
$50.
When's that?
Yeah, the 27th.
This month?
I think so, yeah.
Oh shit.
I'm really trying to go though.
He put this on us right now.
Nah, real rap. I mean, listen. I need to listen.
I'll show you
I
some
need to show
stuff
something.
afterwards. It's definitely some sweet boy vibes, but it's
Sweet boy vibes.
but next is Mac Miller. Definitely a big vibe.
Right.
Ever since I was young, we'll always follow Mac Miller. Immaculate vibes all around. Always. It's so inspirational music. Juice WRLD is another one. I feel like these are very generic.
R.I.P. to both of them.
Yeah, I feel like, and X, when I was at a certain time in music.
Speaking of, by the way, did you see that documentary? On Hulu?
No.
Cuz.
Of X? Yeah, no, I
I haven't
see
seen it.
Cuz.
Crazy?
When I tell you that was one of the best documentaries I've ever seen,
I might have to go
bro,
home and
that
watch
shit
it.
was fucking crazy, bro. Me and DJ were in here watching that joint a couple, like last week or a couple weeks ago.
So it's
That
like it's worth watching.
For sure.
How long is it?
For sure. I think it's like 2 hours. Hour and a half, 2 hours.
Yeah,
That's much that joke.
Cuz it's on Hulu. That joint was crazy. I didn't mean to cut you off. Oh, well, actually, yo, you definitely fucking put me onto that man too. By the way, you. X.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember
It's
blasting. I remember blasting him. I put Quinn onto X too. Quinn. I remember Quinn didn't like really like mess with the vibes. Like he kind of did, and then he died. Right. R.I.P. X.
I remember
and
that day.
I came. It was the day that he
Right.
died. I came home and Quinn is on his Xbox. It has a hoodie on. It looks at me like, "I'm sorry, bro." And I was like, "Damn." He's like, "I kind of do mess with X's music." And I was like,
Right,
"Yeah, bro." I was like,
yeah.
But it was just, but like, yeah, that was such a big one.
No, for sure. That man, cuz.
He was different.
The whole reason why I was like kind of judging him too, I remember you definitely were blasting that man's music.
Who?
This man Gavin.
Yeah,
No, he really was.
Yeah.
But fucking
Such an influence for me, bro.
that was around the same time where he was when he went to jail for like the
Yeah, all that women.
the beating his fucking chick drum.
That-
They go
that's
into
what
that drum in the
started.
documentary, so like I understand like I didn't understand like the whole entire thing that would happen or whatever. I just heard like yo this nigga beat like his pregnant drum or whatever. It wasn't even that drum.
Right.
But he's that was the whole reason why I was like, bro, I'm not trying to listen to this nigga. This man's out
That
of
makes
pocket.
sense. No, it makes sense.
But then like I started listening to his music like a little bit after you put me onto this man. I was like, damn.
It's just deep, man. It's
Damn.
just, yeah, it's such a different
Damn.
way.
I was hurt too when this man passed.
Yeah.
And I wasn't even like a major fan, but like just the fact that he was like kind of like in my age group, like a little bit, that joint hurt me in like a way. I don't know why.
Someone so
Yeah,
young
I don't know
to
why.
pass away and just so much potential.
Yeah, for sure.
So, yeah.
Like even like I said, even after watching that joint, that joint made me even more mad that this man passed away. I was like, what the fuck? Like literally for what, bro? Like,
And it like, I know he has like his downfalls and whatnot.
yeah, for sure. But he was
But,
just like turning around, like
dude,
starting to like.
like the things that he was doing and like the things, just him talking and just
For sure.
the things that he had to say to people and just the brains on that dude.
For
Like,
sure.
the things that just the
Nah,
things
he
that
He
you
wasn't
learn
even
from
he
him.
wasn't even 21, bro. This man was 20 years
Right?
old.
Nah, yeah, facts. He was young.
Like, bro, like
He was.
imagine who you were at 20.
Nah,
Like,
he was young.
come on, bro.
He
I was
was on a climax going to his prime too.
right. A lot of shit I didn't start learning until after. Like, matter of fact, like 23 and 24 is when I really started like learning some shit. I was like, oh shit, like
Exactly. Right.
about the world like itself. Like this man was only
Imagine
20
what that
years
man-
old.
Right.
could learn.
20 years
like,
old.
There's some things that you just like me. I want to learn everything, and I feel like I know a lot, and I'm very secure with myself
Right.
and the things that I know. But at the same time, I know that there's things I do not know simply because of my age. Like
For sure.
just simply because of my age, I don't know it.
For sure.
So imagine what creativity would come out of X
If
4
he knew.
years later.
Right, right.
Like,
I said the same thing about Juice World. Like imagine,
Exactly.
even imagine if he
Right,
like
right.
lived
Juice
like through the
WRLD, yeah.
pandemic too,
Nah, just
Like,
the
yo.
pandemic would have took Juice WRLD.
out of here, out of here, out of here. Like
Dude,
that shit, man.
he already had like 500 songs.
Right, and there's still songs, of course, that's still coming out. But like, I'm just like, bro, like certain people that passed away early on, bro. Like,
Yeah.
just imagine, like, if you live just a little bit longer, like, just a
Man.
little bit longer.
Low key,
What would've happened?
a low key influence for me is Pop Smoke. Just because
You put me onto that man too.
Yeah.
I remember you put me on the day before.
I was like, yeah, I was like,
before.
literally
The day
Pop
before
Smoke
this
was
man
like that,
passed.
yeah.
and it was just because simply his influence in the game and just his persona, just how he went through about things and just how he didn't give a fuck about nothing. Like he was
Willing
just
to
there
push.
to change
Give
the
me
fucking
that.
game.
You're right.
He was just
Come on, dude. I was like, yo, Pop Smoke tough.
He was just there to
Tough.
change the fucking
He did change the game up for that one.
I was like, who the fuck is Pop Smoke?
Right, me too. I was like, who the
I remember everyone kept saying he sounded like 50.
Like, just a young man trying to fucking.
He sound like he sound like he's 40.
They said he sounded like 50 Cent. I was like, I don't
No,
know.
he really did.
I didn't hear it at first. I was
For
like,
sure.
nigga,
Nah,
what?
he did.
And then I was like, once I started listening a little bit more, this man definitely did put me on the day before, like the night before this man passed.
That really was wild, bro.
The night before, I was like, all right, bet I'm about to check him out. Next day, I'm like, nigga, are you serious, bro?
that
Like,
was crazy.
the fuck, bro? That shit was like,
Nah, that joint was crazy.
What do y'all say?
He wasn't even supposed to. He wasn't supposed to die like
What are
that.
y'all influential people in your life? J. Cole's in the movie.
musically?
Ooh, yeah, definitely J Cole.
Yeah, Jay.
Yeah. J Cole. Shoot,
Michael Jackson.
Lil Durk for sure.
I was gonna say, let me go back.
Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson.
What's your top five? What's your top
I'd
five?
say Michael Jackson.
Top five right now. Jay.
As current, or they had to be alive.
Man, that's hard for me because
Or they had to be dead.
That's what I'm saying. I got so many lists.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You got.
What is your overall
overall list?
Overall
Favorite rapper?
Favorite rapper?
Favorite artist?
Favorite artist? Top five. Music involved.
I'm gonna do favorite artists I listen to every day.
All right, bet.
I'm gonna go J. Cole, Young Dolph, Lil Durk,
Okay.
and what was that, 3?
Four.
That's
four.
four. Yeah, no, that's 3. That's what I thought. 3. Snoop Dogg, and yeah, oh yeah, for sure. And what's his name? Future.
I was about to say, you don't name this man.
Nah, Future.
Future, yeah, he always in it, man.
Yeah.
He's a big influence too, man.
Who's yours, Gavin?
And definitely right now I need Mac Miller. I'm gonna throw Chris Brown in that joint.
Okay, that's
What you think about his new album? I ain't listened to it yet, but I ain't listened to it.
yeah, me either. I ain't listened to
I
it.
ain't listened
For
to
real,
it. I saw a bunch of his interviews though. When he was on
People
Drake
say it's
Champs
good,
and
though.
$1 Million Worth of Game, them joints were funny as shit.
Yeah, people said it was good though.
I got Tory Lanez on my joint. I love Tory Lanez, but that's my guy.
That's tough.
Let's see. My last one.
Maybe nomination of both of you.
My last one gotta be.
Hope is a good one.
Man, right? This is hard.
Hope is a good one.
I got a lot of names run through. I gotta pick one. We'll go Polo G. What's your score?
Polo G?
Polo G.
Oh, okay.
I like the vibes.
Okay.
I would love to make a song with Polo G. Shit.
That's tough.
Fuck, yeah.
I like that. That's tough.
Speak that shit into existence,
Right.
my God.
Yo, Polo
Right
G,
now.
what's up, my guy?
Speak
You know,
that shit
I'm
into
sorry.
existence,
Looking for
my
a vibe, trying to
God.
make a
Yo,
song.
tag the shit out. Yo, listen, I'm tagging the fuck out of Polo G for that one. Like, yo, Polo. So good stuff.
Bags, man. I'm trying to make moves though, for real.
No.
So.
What was that whole video about with him in the cop?
Oh man,
What?
he punched him or something.
Oh shit!
Is it
I didn't
something?
understand what was going on.
Yeah, it was.
He was trying to tell them that they did something. They didn't have to do something to him or something. They was just too aggressive.
No, what's up with my girl Brittany Griner? Why ain't they letting her out? She's still locked up. They ain't letting her out. We need America to do something about that. We need to get her out.
Well, let me give you my top five.
But yeah, you don't even know.
Listening right now.
Hard, man. This is always
Mike-
the hardest conversation.
Nah, real rap. I've been like, I don't know. I've been going through like old shit. So like Michael Jackson, I was definitely been listening to. So I watched like his documentaries and shit like that. and
We can make an old school list too.
Nah, for sure. Michael Jackson, I've been looking back into. Definitely Polo G, I've been listening to a lot. I was listening to Dirk all day.
You said what?
Dirk.
You said what?
Dirty.
Oh, all right. I'll just make sure. You said all day, right?
I was listening to him at work today. Some of Tory Lanez too. The chicks take 5. That shit. Like my favorite project for them. And then rounded out. I've listened to like some like Neo too.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Old school vibes.
Some singing shit.
Alright. Well, I'm gonna skip all that because it's story time. And I know they ain't ready for this story before
What
I
story
forget.
you got, man?
I'm gonna tell the story before I forget
What's
about
the story
the
about, man?
Yeah, I got another story for you.
I'm ready, man.
From the last one, we know that this man doesn't lock his doors. This
I
man
got
does not lock
another
his
story.
doors.
No, it's not the locked doors this time. Okay, it's not the locked doors. It had nothing to do with any vehicle or nothing like that. But yes, we do have a story this time. Well, not this time, but we do have a story again.
Alright.
But here's the story. Alright, tell me how I pull up to my man, Tunchi crib. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out
Shout out
Tunch.
Tunch.
Tunch been on here.
Yeah.
You got man. Stop
Yeah.
playing too.
I know. He be
Yeah.
I know. He be
Yeah. When you see this, stop playing.
But no, I just pulled up to the crib. We in there, we chilling, we just talking. You know, we just having a good conversation. You know, we had a little, smoke session, and then I went to the crib because I had a whole workout beforehand.
I know what you about to
You know exactly what I'm about to say. Alright, so I went to the crib. I am reside on cloud 9.
Guy go.
I'm up there. Like, no, I'm up there. I'm sore. I worked out. I had a workout session before I went to the crib.
You smoked that good,
And yo, I was so sore, right? I was so sore. I came back like around 1, maybe midnight, some shit. I don't know, I forgot. But then, it's in the living room. I'm in the living room. I'm in the joint about to stretch. I'm like, yo, I need to stretch. I'm sore. I'm like, all right, bet. Turn the TV on, watch a movie while I'm stretching. You know, that's a good sight right there. Turn the TV on while you're stretching. Right, yeah, that's a nice joint right there. That's a whole nice little workout session. Did that. I'm trying to adjust the TV as I'm trying to do my sections of stretching. So I did that. I'm like, all right, bet we good. I can see the TV and I'm stretching. All right, bet I'm coming with a stretch.
I gotta come home for every smoke and stretch after.
Yes, bro. Yes, I do. I'll be sore.
I gotta get into that shit.
I'll be sore. So my late night stretch, I'm like, all right, bet I'm stretching. I'm doing my stretch, you know, all workarounds and stuff like that. Tell me how. Tell me this, right?
Yeah.
How in the fuck? How? As I'm stretching, 20 minutes, the TV falls.
Oh my god, this guy.
The TV falls.
What happened to the TV, bro?
I'm laying down doing my little, you know, stretching the hammies, you know what I'm saying? The hammies kind of sore, I'm stretching the hammies. And I see the TV, perhaps he's just going, I'm like, ain't no earthquake going on. The TV is actually falling. Ain't no shit going on.
What? They not moving right now?
Yo,
Exactly. Like, for real, I was like, the TV moving right now? I was like, no fucking way. Like, why is the TV moving right now? I'm like, oh shit, the TV is about to fall.
You know, smoking that
And I
shit,
was
your
too
reaction
late.
is slow, dog.
I was too late to catch the TV. That TV took a major L. Big L, not working, can't work no more.
R.I.P. to TV.
R.I.P. to the
R.I.P. to the TV.
Nah, for real, I was
That's crazy. So it's like Dunzo, like.
Dunzo. It's a big old, you know how you put an elbow through somebody's ribcage, bro? Yeah. It was an elbow straight through the screen. I was like, damn.
Simply like that, just one little.
Bro, simply like that. I was like, wow. I was like, how in the fuck
Not
did the
like
TV
this.
just fall?
Nah,
Like,
that shit probably hurt. Like,
bro, that joint just fell. Like, I'm watching the TV fall. I'm like, huh? I'm like, the TV.
Damn.
I was like, the TV really trying to adjust for me? I'm like, all right, bet. I was like,
He's
oh,
already bet. This guy said that.
I'm like,
can tell
oh,
this
the
man was
TV falling. I'm like,
You can tell this man was fried. That's
That's insane.
bro, I was like,
That's wild,
yo.
bro. That's a dead mission right there.
Tell me how I made a protein shake too. All over the floor. All over the floor. On the rug too. Bro, on the rug,
So
bro.
basically, what you're saying is you need to stop smoking.
Bro, that joint was so crazy. I was like, yo, you serious right
In
now?
a different spot.
Like, I really got bad luck right now. Like, right now.
That's crazy.
Listen.
I'm at 2 a.m. cleaning this shit up.
Oh yeah, that's the best. We gotta talk
And I
about.
got work at 9.
Speaking of work.
Exactly. He
Speaking of work.
said, speaking of work, right.
You wanna? I got a story too, matter of fact.
Yeah.
You wanna go? Matter of fact, you got started off because this. Matter of fact, fuck it, I'll start.
Go ahead.
So, listen.
It's at my job. Go ahead.
Yeah. So listen. Basically, I was trying to get a job at this man's job or whatever. So I had a job interview this past week. This man.
Oh,
This
job.
man.
Shout out to Courtesy.
Tell him what you told me. Tell him what you told me.
Tell me, Joe.
Tell him, Jay.
I was like, hey, my man's right.
The boy that's interviewing
He's
me.
going to interview you. He's going to talk about how he's from Philly, how he was from South Philly. He do whoop-de whoop. He do whoop-de whoop-de whoop
This
with
man.
another whoop-de whoop. And now he changed his life. And he going to tell you about it. I'm just letting you know.
This man told me he's gonna talk your ear off. And when I tell you this man, when I tell you this man did not lie, bro. This man did not lie. That was the most weirdest job interview I've ever had in my life.
Did not lie.
I'm
Talked his whole
listen.
head
What
off.
are you talking about?
I went
Nothing.
in there. Listen. I went in
You
there.
got to, you got
I went in there. First off, I got there before he showed up or whatever. I guess he was on like his lunch or whatever. So I go in there. I'm sitting with this man, just rapping with this man for like 10, 15 minutes. This man walks in. Bull's like, First off, this by the way, this job interview was like 20 minutes. He was there for the whole shit.
Was there for the whole
5 minutes of the whole job interview was about me. 5 minutes of it. He asked me, he was like, "Oh yeah, you got any job experience?" Yeah, I was frauded a little bit. I was like, "Yeah, you know, I worked with my mom. She was like a car salesman or whatever." And he was like, "Oh, all right, have you ever sold a car?" I was like, "Nah." He's like, "Oh, all right." That was it.
I was like, bro, what you doing?
I dropped.
I was like, what you?
Because I didn't know. I wasn't.
You supposed to.
I wasn't prepared for the next question. I wasn't prepared for the next question after that. Because I didn't think he was gonna be like, "Oh, how'd you do it?" Or like, I wasn't prepared for that. I wasn't on my toes like that. I had the first two answers.
I was like, bro, say yeah. He said, all right. He said, all right. Told me, hey,
he did say, "Yo, this man was behind me."
All right.
I wasn't prepared for the next.
Bro, I was behind him, like, bro, say yeah,
I saw
bro.
you too.
Say yeah.
I wasn't prepared for the next question because if he said something else, I'd look into you like.
I was like, Jake.
Nah, bro, rap. I was not prepared for the next question. So anyway, that was 5 minutes of that whole entire conversation was 5 minutes. The rest of the 15, I learned so much about this man that I never planned on learning, bro. First time meeting Bull. I know this man has 2 kids. This man told me this man has a kid that's like 300 pounds, plays for Coastalville football team. This man was like, yeah, I'm trying to get him into the league. He told me about his brother that was trying to start his own auto shop. He's like, I might be able to sneak you up in there if you want to get up in there. I was like, I don't know. He's like, I can probably get you up in
He said, yeah, we don't want you here. What you want? You go to auto shop?
No, bro, right. He's like, I got you up in service or whatever. I can get you on the service.
I was like, no, don't go in the service.
Then he was telling me about how he was like, yo, I was talking about like, he's like, well, why do you want to leave your job or whatever? I was like, I'm just like kind of tired of the physical labor type thing. I was like, whatever. He's like, no, you gotta stand up for yourself. You gotta stand up for yourself. He's like, me, I ain't no bitch. He's like, I stand up for myself. This man showed me his chest tattoo, bro. Right off that, I thought I should have got the job. I thought I should have got the job right there. God was like, yo, like this, right here, this joint means like I'm not no bitch or whatever. I was like, cuz. I was like, oh, okay.
Right, he got his bag, though.
He got his bag. He's like, this tattoo right here. He's like, this means something. I forget what the fuck I was.
I'm looking like, what's going on?
I'm like, bro, what? Like this man.
Is this a real interview?
Bro, I was so confused. I was like, bro, like, I was like, all right, but he's like, yeah. He's like, at the end of the day, you might as well just stay at your job. He's like, you might as well just stay.
After all that, he said, no, we're not gonna hire you.
He's like, we got a couple people trying to get in here, but
what?
He's like, you probably make more than I'm making right now. You might as well just stay at your job. I was like, all right, bro.
Right, all that, just to tell him that. I'm like,
I was like, all right, bro.
I'm sitting like. Peruse and all, like showing his chest hair and all that.
Yo, bro. Another man showed you his chest and didn't even get the
off that, bro. Yo. Listen. I thought I was in there like swimwear when I saw the chest tat.
Oh, that joint was funny. I thought
I was in there with his family after that. I saw your whole chest, bro.
Right.
What are you talking about? You just
I was like, bro,
show me your chest. You ain't
I was like, yeah, at that time, you might just give me your number, man. You might just give me your
take
number.
me out with nothing, nigga. Damn.
Fuck out of here. No, guy was really starting. He was doing like this at first. He's like, probably not. Like, let me.
He was ready.
No, he was.
No, this one's for the. I got this one right here. Look, I mean.
Because this man really stopped himself from taking his whole shirt off. I was like, yo, where am I right now? I was like, just know I did not sign up for any of this. Like, and he was whispering the whole entire time too.
He didn't sign you up for any of it either.
Nah. He was like, you getting all this information.
But I told him ahead of time though. I did tell him. No, I ain't tell you.
I left there jobless. It's like, stuff. I left there without a job.
But got a job, but
I got a job, but without a job, I wouldn't.
Yeah, exactly. I know.
I should drop. Damn.
But at least you got to see your chest. You know?
Hey, I mean.
He said at least you got to see his chest.
I fucking guess.
Hey,
I fucking guess.
Damn, how was it? Was his chest kind of big, bro?
Anyway.
How did you feel, man?
Anyway.
He said anyway. For real. How'd you felt that day? Was you going through things after that?
Stop.
Is you good, bro?
No. No. You gotta work with him. That's important.
I know. Thank you. I know.
Showing you his chest.
No. Listen, this man was like, Jay's my man. This is my guy.
Show him my tattoos every day.
He was like, you take care of him. I was like, yo, I went to high school with my man. I understand who he is.
Hey.
He's like, no, but listen, this is my man. I was like, oh shit. All right, bro. So that's more of a question for you.
I mean,
what type of relationship do y'all have?
You got a good relationship, yeah.
bet y'all do.
No, we do. Yeah.
He said, I bet y'all do. That's crazy.
Facts. Yeah.
But
He be
do
looking
y'all?
out. Look up.
This
He looking
guy,
out.
man, this guy.
We do. But yeah, he got start showing his chest though, look up. He showed me multiple times. He always presses to me about it too.
The truth comes out.
He was like, yeah, this tat right here, this was the Warriors, you know what I mean?
Oh,
this is what you are. I was like, what?
Basically, this man.
What?
This man's
I'm a
whole
warrior
wild
on your
card.
chest?
You're
I'm
his
like,
warrior?
bro, chill out,
This
bro.
nigga's a whole.
I'm
Yeah,
like,
that is
chill
what he
out.
said. That is what
I know that's
that is what he said. That is what he said. He's like, yeah, this means I'm a warrior. I was like, oh shit.
Yo, I was like, bro.
That is what he said.
So if I get a tattoo, I automatically become a tattoo? Is that how it goes?
Pretty, I mean, to have a bet.
Nah.
I'm a warrior. I was like, oh shit.
I was like, whoa, don't scare me now. Please don't hurt me.
Bro, this man is a complete fucking draw for warrior. Yo. This man's a wild card.
That joint is different.
It's definitely,
And I work with him, so you know I gotta deal with that every day.
That's definitely one of the
Every
best
day.
interviews I've heard.
Nah, he's different.
Like I said,
He will talk your head off.
15 minutes of it was
But
about
he
him.
cool people's though. I'll give him that. He definitely
He
cool.
cool people.
Nah, for real, he is cool people's. But he just, I be trying to tell him, like, bro, relax. Like, you all amped up. Like, he said, bro, what?
He said, put your shirt on.
What we gonna do? Sit here and get.
He said, put your shirt on.
No, for real. Put him in.
Yo, chill.
I get it, you're a warrior, dog. Chill.
Yo, chill. Chill. I don't even want to keep talking about this man, bro. This man's like,
He be unbuttoning too. I'm
You
like,
gonna-
oh, what you about to do? We ain't
You
doing
gonna
that.
watch this one and be like, damn.
That's crazy. That's
I
crazy.
thought I was saying something.
Hey man, still all love, you know.
Hey, listen, I don't know.
No, I know, you just got
He's never gonna show you his chest again, Jay.
That's fine. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with
He's
that.
something cool with that.
I'm really cool with that.
But are we gonna end this joint on the mental health tip or what's going on?
Yeah, man. Take care of your mentals.
What's
Health is really a thing.
I got a question I've been thinking about. What's like the biggest what was like your biggest challenge that you think that you've overcome so far? Because I had to ask myself that question.
So a lot of people don't know, and like I don't really talk about it a lot. But about 3 years ago, I was in a mental hospital.
I didn't know that. I saw you post that. I didn't know that.
I was cleaning houses at the time, just in a really bad spot in my head. Just hiding it all too. Like you guys, everyone would never know. I'm such a happy-go-lucky person. And for so long, it was a facade. It wasn't real. It was just me trying, or it was real, and I really wanted genuine. It was kind of like a desperation. It was like, I want to be so kind to people, and I want to be overly kind to people that they accept me, and that they do this, and I can be friends with them, and da-da-da. So, but I was just never finding myself, and I was just had so many questions unanswered, and my childhood is such a big blur, and I just had so many questions, and it was just all overwhelming. I was just going through a lot, and I came to a breaking point. I was cleaning a house, and I just thinking so much, and started getting some pretty negative thoughts, and so I called my mom and told her. I was like, listen, I'm not okay, and I think I need to go to the hospital. I'm having some pretty bad thoughts, and they've been going on for a while, but it's
So how long you were dealing with that? Like,
My
was
whole
it
life,
eating you
man.
alive, or was it just?
my whole life. I don't know what it is. I don't know what I've gone through a lot in my life. Just losing people. I've lost both my uncles, and it's a weird thing. It's like losing someone that I didn't really know that much. Like I was young. I didn't know my uncles that well. They lived in Philly. I didn't see them that much. But like I had little interaction with them. But I knew they were my uncles. And I knew they loved me. And I didn't get to experience love from my uncle when I knew he loved me. I didn't get to experience, and then a couple years later lose that same thing again. Just knowing that there was love out there for me that I didn't get to, and I was so desperately needing love that and I didn't get it. And then my sister had a miscarriage, and just a lot of stuff going on, and just losing things that were so precious to me. and just losing it over and over and over again. And then football in high school was such a big thing for me. That's all I wanted to do. I'm an athletic person. I took it very seriously, but just having 3 shoulder surgeries in my high school took all 3, 2 and 1. I had 2 on this shoulder.
I remember all that shit.
Right, exactly.
I remember that because you were just
You come out with this.
you just kept
And
getting
my
hurt,
shoulder-
bro. It
my
was just like
shoulders,
freak
bro. I got
accidents just
shoulder
kept happening.
injuries.
I remember that shit. Damn.
So
You was just
it's
injury
like
prone. That's
I
all it was.
always came up so short of things that I loved so much, and it was just at a point where I'm like, now it was like coming out of high school, college wasn't really working out. I hated college. I wasn't teaching or anything. I was broke. I had a shitty car. It was just my life was just so shitty, and my household was just wild all the time, and just like crazy. And it wasn't healthy for me at the time. So just constantly being in an environment of just depression. And finally, I was just cleaning was kind of like my way to get it out.
Right.
I got a job.
It was like
doing
calming.
You know what I'm saying? So just being that calm, there was a point where I was just so calm, but yet so overwhelmed with all the things I was feeling. I just broke down in this random person's house and just called my mom. She picked me up and went to the hospital. And I was only supposed to take for 2 days, and they started doing blood tests and evaluating me. I ended up staying for 2 weeks.
Oh shit.
But I was going crazy in there. It wasn't a place for me. But
mental health is really a thing, man. That's
but
it really gets you.
exactly.
Especially you got somebody that passed away that you really love them.
And that
Especially my uncle.
when I was in middle school, I went to 5 funerals just in middle
Oh
school.
shit.
And I remember my counselor brought me into school one day. It was like we just missed a week of school for whatever funeral we went to. She pulled me in, and she had like tears in her eyes. She was like, "I don't understand how you walk through these hallways with a smile on your face." Like, she because my mom's always calling them like, "Oh, we're out again with another funeral. Oh, we're out again with another injury. We're out again with this and that. So make sure, can we get this? So it's like they always know what's going on, and it just I'm able to come to school and just put on my face and just do what I do because I don't want anyone to know. Because no one really wants to, and I don't want sob stories either.
Right.
So it's like, but yeah, so much has happened, and it's not gonna stop. It's not. So it's what I've learned is you just gotta try to find a way. I was on a podcast earlier. Shout out Jordan. But kind of talking about my patience and stuff like that, and being as patient as I am is like what taught me how to just accept things. You know what I'm saying?
Patience is key.
You know, those things, just the amount of things that would happen. Like one bad thing would happen, a month later, another drastically bad thing would happen. 4 months later, a drastically bad thing. It was not a break. It was like constantly something was always going on. So I just had to come to a realization of like, listen, things are gonna happen. Okay, it's gonna happen, and it's up to you to be that person, either to be there, be kind of a light for people, support them, or show people that listen, I'm gonna cry, I'm gonna hurt, but I'm gonna make the best of it. Things are gonna happen. I'm gonna make the best of it. I'm not gonna let this take me down. I'm gonna try to use it and grow with it. So,
Hey, real man cry.
Nah, real rap.
thanks.
Real man cry.
That's deep.
I'm very.
No, listen, like,
Hey,
listen, I feel you.
I'm light skinned like shit, dog. I'm sensitive, dog.
Oh, we know.
I'm sensitive,
Yeah,
man.
okay.
I'll let you know.
No, I didn't. So, the thing is, for those who don't know, I actually used to live with this man. Him and his brother and stuff like that. When I was in high school and stuff like that. A little bit after, and me and his older brother got into like a little bit of a disconnect. So we don't say it politely.
That was the dumbest thing in my life.
He's
I
trying
don't
to say it politely.
I don't even remember what it's about.
It was
but
the dumbest thing.
to this day, I don't even remember what it's about. I really don't.
stupid
We
shit.
can talk about it after.
I have a video.
We can talk. All right, we can talk about
He
it.
said for real?
I record y'all dumbass moments between us.
I don't know.
You know, oh my god.
We'll talk about that. After. But basically,
Oh yeah, you got the one me and Samad. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, you're right.
I'm like, look how dumb you
You're
are.
right. No.
It's so dumb. Hey, yeah, go on.
but basically, what happened was after
You always get the dumb fights. Like you always get fights that don't like. That's just like
It's all
why?
emotions, man.
Right? Like why?
Go on. I'm
No, you're
listening.
not.
I'm
So
listening.
I'm done. He
Listen,
said you done.
I'm-
Go ahead. My bad. Go ahead.
Anyway, I basically, like I said, we got into a little bit of disconnect, and basically I ended up moving out. But like that whole entire like up until basically about like that was what 2017 up until last year, like that whole entire like 4-year period was just like drawing, bro. Like I'm some real rap. Like after I left y'all crib, I remember I tried to move back in with my mom and stuff like that. I talked about that on like other episodes and stuff.
I
like
remember
that.
some crazy shit.
Yeah, I tried to move back in with my mom. Having to overcome like the whole entire like me and her got into a fight about once again to prove y'all point something stupid as hell.
PlayStation.
Ain't that to prove your point?
To prove y'all point something stupid as hell, bro. And basically we got into a falling out and stuff like that, and to the point where like literally that whole entire side of the family. That was like 2017. That whole entire side of the family does not talk to me anymore. So like having to overcome that part, like a whole half of my family doesn't even fuck with me. So overcoming that part, and just overall like after that whole entire situation, I ended up getting into a relationship or whatever, and like they took me in, and I was just like, yo, like if it wasn't for them, I'd have been like homeless on some real shit. I don't even think they know that. So if they watch this, they know that now.
Man, shout out to them.
But like, cause like I was at the point where I couldn't go back to my own dad's house for a bunch of reasons. But I ended up moving in with her brother is actually I knew her from we went to high school together. This man, Benny.
Wow.
That's her brother. So like he was like yeah. I dated his sister. He was like yeah, you know like he's like you know you can stay with us. Da 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 da. I was like oh shit. I was like damn like where whatever. Basically that's a whole nother story or whatever. But like basically my whole point was that being in that relationship and stuff like that since they did take me in, I was giving them like my whole like heart and soul like because I was so appreciative of like yo like where I would have been if y'all didn't do this. And I was like giving them like my whole entire like heart and soul, like yo, like I'm trying to get this whole relationship. Da, da, da. And I did some fuck shit in between, like some shit where like I dipped off to the West Coast twice. Twice. I dipped off to Las Vegas when I was living with them, and when I tell you that was the hardest conversation to have with them, like by the way, I'm about to dip out west. And it wasn't like I was. It wasn't one of those things where I'm like I'm leaving you type of thing. It was that's me and her business, but like it wasn't. It's not as bad as it sounds, but like. I ended up trying to go to the West Coast, move back in.
It did sound bad.
It sounds crazy, but
it sounded like you said deuces, but
no,
let me come right back,
no, listen. It sounds crazy, but it's not. It doesn't sound as bad as it sounds. It doesn't. You know what I'm trying to say. You know what I'm trying to
There's
say.
always a deeper reason.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
We had our own
Is there,
conversations.
though?
No, there is.
And is it business, dog?
I mean, yeah, of course that's his business. Of course.
There
I'm
is.
saying
Sure it's deep.
the way he's looking at it now, he's like,
No, there is. But like I said, like that whole entire thing, like I said, I dipped out on them. Like literally, I went to the West Coast twice, and they accepted me again. And I don't know. Basically, just I've been overcoming like since like I was so like ingratiated with like their family and stuff like that. Like I literally, like she has mad siblings and stuff like that. I was like literally friends with every single one of them. She has like 10 siblings. I was like relationship with all of them. And just the fact that I don't have like that comfort anymore, because like I was like I felt like a part of the family type shit. And ever since like. That whole entire thing hasn't like ever since we broke up. It's just like damn, I don't have that anymore. And it's not even to the point where like I don't know, like they've all kind of like moved on. And I'm like I looked at these people like yo, like y'all gonna be in my life like forever type shit. And the fact that that's just all like gone, it's like damn, bro. Like I get that lonely feeling like yo, like I don't know. I just be in my bag a lot about it. So that's something I've definitely had to overcome. Just like dealing with that like being alone feeling, just being in my bag, like depressed and stuff like that. Just. It's just drunk.
That's big for me. Like, so I know that alone feeling a lot. I feel like as soon as I'm alone and I'm not playing my PlayStation or I'm not watching video, I'm thinking about all the crazy shit.
For
You know what I'm
sure.
saying?
For sure.
So at the same time, it's like you have to kind of work on just being able to be okay with yourself and just like being able to grow and kind of like learn. Everything happens for a reason.
For sure.
So
That's why I got tatted.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly why I got tatted.
So
Everything happens for a reason.
I'm going through like a situation. You know, I was with my girlfriend, and we did a lot of things together, and I invested a lot of my time. And now that we're not together, I do feel a big loneliness and emptiness. But at the same time, I feel like a fulfillment. Like I feel like I was relying on them a lot for happiness, and
For sure.
trying to do a lot of things to like. I wasn't worried about myself. I was so appreciative of everything they were doing, and like, oh, I never had this, and I never had someone care like that. I was so like wrapped up in what was happening that I wasn't worried about myself. And then as soon as I didn't have it, like I do now, it's like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do without it? But at the same time, you don't need those things. They made you feel good. All you need is yourself. You need
That's something that's what I'm trying to learn.
You need a positive mindset before anything.
You already know. I set the positive mindset vibes. That's what I do.
For sure.
Always trying to be positive each and every day.
And that's real rap too. Like on some no funny shit. Like on some real shit. Like that's one of the things that's been helping me get out of my bag about certain things. Like especially with like us starting this whole podcast and stuff like that. You've definitely like come through a lot when it comes to like getting me out of my head of like being like depressed and shit like that.
Yeah,
Just
right.
like
Got to. That
so you definitely look out. I definitely want to give you your props for that shit. On some
keep
real
you
shit.
alive.
On some real shit. You got some shit that you about to?
Nah, man. Hey. I ain't had my depression of the TV falling. That right there was my depression.
Man, that's hard.
All over. My depression was already firsthand. That right there.
No, I feel you.
Man, I was hot. I was like,
But no,
wow.
I really do encourage, people to listen to things about mental health and just learn about it. And,
For sure.
I'm a one-on-one. I'm an aide, so I work with the kid and his behavioral needs, and a lot of it, even as a kid, from a kid to as you're an adult, everything, behavior is a language. Your gestures, your emotions, everything is a language, and it explains who you are. And people don't understand that everything that you do is a reflection of how they're gonna look at you. So
That's deep.
And literally, like if I sit here and I'm sitting like this and I'm like this, like someone's gonna look, if someone that come in from here and walks in right here, that's all they got of me. You know what I'm saying? So they're gonna think about a whole thing in my head just the way I'm sitting.
First impression,
Exactly.
everything.
So it's like
That's real rap. You don't think about that until like you don't think about that.
No, at all. First
so
impression.
that's exactly that.
Because I do that with people too. Like if I see somebody, I'm like, damn.
And that's how you think of them.
Nah, real rap. I'm like, damn, this probably. Well, like I kind of judge off like, yeah, first appearance. Like, damn, this kind of looks kind of chill, or like, he's probably a dickhead. Like,
Exactly.
she's probably fucking fine and shit, or whatever. I don't know, like some other shit.
She fine, but she can't cook.
Yeah, real rap. Like, she's fine as shit. She probably can't cook.
Right. Or she fine.
Damn.
She fine, but she got corns on her too.
Oh. Shit. Shout out to the ladies with corns.
Oh.
Shout out to the ladies with corns. It's okay, baby.
It's okay.
You've been walking, I get it. Nah, real rap though. Damn, that's deep though. Nah, it's deep. But
yeah, that's my man Gavin, 100,000 right there. We're gonna chop it up for
Gavin, underscore Mitchell. Make sure y'all go follow that.
yeah, we're definitely gonna put all his links in the
Oh yeah,
description.
go follow my man. He be
Join
doing
the ride,
that. He
man.
got the TikTok and all that. He gonna put it down below.
Whatever you need.
You actually do this.
Nah, I will.
Okay.
Like
Yeah.
I said, I gotta get this man on the Legend in the Making, John.
Follow me too, Forever Hudson. You know what I'm
Sure.
saying? Holla at your boy.
Get into a deep dive.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely did.
But yeah, shout out to everybody that's been watching and supporting and stuff like that. Got to change the YouTube name, so I gotta get to that. So that's gonna be a conversation.
Yeah.
But yeah, until next time,
We out.
peace and love to everybody.
Everybody be
man.
safe out
Everybody
there,
be
man.
safe.
Everybody be safe.
Take care of your
Please be safe.
mentals.
For sure.